Most people describe Perfect Blue as a story about a woman losing her mind. Some go further and call it a story about a woman losing her identity. But I don't think that's quite right either, because to lose something, you have to have had it first. And I don't think Mima ever had a sense of who she really is. Before Mima can ask, "Who am I?" everyone around her has already answered the question for her. The fans, Rumi, the industry, the stalker, they all have their own idea of who Mima is and what she should be to them. By the time Mima tries to ask the question herself, there is no room left for her own answer. It is all obscured by the interpretations of everyone else. That's what I want to talk about. Not a woman losing her identity, but a woman who never got the chance to build one in the first place. Perfect Blue is a 1997 psychological thriller directed by Satoshi Kon. Mima Kirikoe leaves her J-pop idol group Cham to become an actress, and almost immediately things start to unravel. A stalker appears, a website called Mima's Room starts posting as her, and the roles she takes gets progressively darker. The film gets dizzying because it stops telling you what's real. Scenes repeat with different outcomes, and Mima can't tell if she committed a murder or just watched one, and neither can we. Khan never draws a clean line between her internal collapse and the world falling apart around her. And that blur isn't a flaw, it's the argument. Too many people claiming ownership over one woman's identity until she can't tell which version is actually hers. The fans don't love Mima, they love idol Mima, the innocent version of her, always smiling, always available to them in some shape or form. The moment she changes careers and decides to take up acting or modeling where she poses nude for a photo shoot and plays a rape victim on screen, they don't feel confused about her behavior. They don't feel concerned. They feel betrayed. Which raises the question, were they ever in love with Mima? Or just an image with her face on it? Or was she just a product for their consumption? The industry doesn't ask who Mima is, it asks what version of her sells. Need an innocent pop idol? She's that. Need a serious actress? She's that. Need a body for a magazine spread? She's that too. She's rarely in the room when these decisions get made about her. Other people are drawing the map, and she's just expected to walk it. There's a scene at the beginning of the film where Rumi and Tadakoro are having a discussion about the change in her career from pop idol to acting. And Rumi asks, "But what about Mima's feelings?" She's in the room silently listening, slouched over in her chair, and she looks uneasy. We immediately get a cut to her as a pop idol. We never actually get to hear Mima's thoughts, or if she ever got the chance to express them in the first place. I don't think she did. The industry doesn't care about her feelings. It cares about what version of her can be the most profitable to them. Here we get two people who play different roles in Mima's life, but are doing the same thing. They even share a small visual detail, the same white set eyes. I'm not sure if Khan intended that as a connection or if I'm reading into it, but once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. Both the stalker and Rumi cannot accept the fact that Mima has changed. Neither one loves the actual woman in front of them. They love a version of her they decided on, and they're both willing to punish her for outgrowing it. The stalker responds with obsession. Rumi responds by becoming the version of Mima she misses. That's the detail that makes this pairing work. Rumi isn't just protective or delusional in the abstract. She's so unwilling to let the innocent idol Mima die that she starts performing her herself. There's a line that the stalker says to Mima, when he was about to assault and kill her. He says, "You're a bad girl. You have to follow the script." And that pretty much sums up how everyone views her. She's a screenplay for their entertainment. Almost every scene in this film is Mima performing. Performing for the camera, performing for directors, performing for photographers, performing even in the interviews about her own life. And even when she's alone, she's not really alone. She's narrating herself through other people's voices, second guessing, auditioning her own thoughts. Does Mima know what she's like when nobody's watching? I keep coming back to her bedroom. Throughout the film, it feels like pieces of her are scattered around it. Whether that's intentional symbolism from Kon or just how I'm reading it, but I can't shake the feeling that we're looking at fragments of a woman who doesn't know how to put those pieces together. No, I'm the real thing. That line lands differently once you've watched the whole film through this lens. It's not just a woman convincing herself that she survived. It's the first time she's had to decide on her own who she is instead of waiting for someone else to tell her. Whether the film believes that she actually gets there, I'll let you decide. One last thing. Some of my favorite scenes in the film are when Mima looks at her reflection. A mirrored version of yourself is supposed to show you the truth of who you are, but every time Mima looks into hers, what looks back is someone unfamiliar, a stranger wearing her face. If she never got the chance to build an identity of her own, of course the mirror has nothing true to hand back to her. Thank you for watching if you've made it this far. Have a great day.